Hey guys, it's Alex with AA Physique and Performance. Today I just want to jump right into it and kick this series off with how to improve your rib flare. But first, I want to explain to you why the common postural deviations occur with Pectus Excavatum and how we can address them. So typically the pattern with people with PE is that you have this shoulders rounded kind of posture. The sternum is pulling you in like this, and the shoulders are rounded like this. And there's actually more to it than that. So basically, if I back up from the camera here, it's actually your rib cage and pelvis are both doing different things that are not optimal. Because your body is basically trying to maintain its center of gravity, it's trying to feel safe, and it's also trying to breathe. So basically what happens is the pattern is that so you have this sternum caved in, shoulders forward, and your pelvis is forward, and your entire center of gravity is shifted forward as well. Now, what happens with this is that you have altered breathing mechanics. You're not going to function correctly when you're strength training. It's going to be suboptimal. And I want to show you one of the things, the common complaints is, why do I have that pot belly appearance? So check this out. So I'm probably dipping below 10% body fat right now, but I want to show you how I can create that same problem that other people have. So imagine sternum in, shoulders rounded, forward pelvis. You see this? This is actually my pelvis being here, my rib cage being back here, and the ribs flared. This is the common pattern if I exaggerate it. So you might ask, how do I fix this? Basically, I want you to envision that your rib cage and your pelvis are like two bowls stacked on top of each other. You have the top bowl and the bottom bowl. With pectus, what people do is from here, they pull their shoulders back and then the ribs flare like this, creating this posture. Now, I've had surgery, so it's not nearly as bad as it was before, luckily, and plus I've trained it so that my obliques are strong enough to pull them down, but I'm gonna try my best to exaggerate to recreate what it was like. So you have the two bowls. With pectus, the rib flare, basically, imagine they're full of water. The top bowl is spilling the water backwards. The bottom bowl represents your pelvis. That's spilling the water forwards. What we need to do is level these out and then stack them on top of each other. So we need to get this box on top of this box. So the first thing I'm going to have you do, blow all your air out. And I want you to do that as if you're blowing birthday candles out. So purse your lips, keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing, until you feel abs. You will feel your ribs come down. And it will feel difficult to do this because most of you guys are in a constant state of hyperinflation to where you don't let all your air out. That's why your ribs are always up here. So first thing, learn to get all your air out. And now, the next thing I'm gonna do, find your heels. So you're gonna shift your weight back to kind of, imagine this is your heel and you're kind of towards the midfoot. You're towards the midfoot. So find the back of your heels and then shift to your midfoot so you're balanced over the edge of your heel towards the midfoot. So now, if I look down, I see my feet, my ribs are more stacked, and I just feel stronger overall here. So right with those few changes, I basically improve my rib flare. Now, there's one exercise that I wish someone had taught me when I was 16 years old before I started lifting seriously. Because the pattern with those of us that have rib flare is that whether you're squatting or deadlifting or doing any kind of standing exercise at all, is to do the rib flare and to overload the spinal erectors. All right, guys, so I'm gonna show you one exercise to do. This is the exercise I wish someone had showed me back in the day. It's called the dead bug. Very simple. You might have heard of this before, but let's check it out. So anyway, there's multiple levels to this exercise. The first one that I want you to do is you're just gonna be on your back like this, arms by your sides, and I want you to do that thing I told you earlier. Blow all your air out. Now hold it. Turn, feel your obliques engage right here. Get your legs up, and now while keeping the ribs down, start to breathe normally. Okay, so I'm going to push these knees up towards the ceiling. That's going to tilt my pelvis under a little bit. Ribs are down, knees are the ceiling. Ready. Create tension in the lower abs. Tap. Don't move anything in your torso. That's the heel tap exercise. So the key to this one is it's teaching your body how to resist spinal extension, how to keep a neutral pelvis and also keep those ribs down, so that when we transfer this skill to your squats, to your deadlifts, to other exercises, you're going to have no problem maintaining that stacked posture with your rib cage and your pelvis. So the next level after that, once you're able to maintain perfect stability through the core with that variation, we're going to upgrade it. We're going to add in here arms. So arms here. The first one we could do with the arms is to just reach back towards the floor. Ribs down, tap, back. Only go to where your shoulder flexibility allows and you don't see any of this rib popping up stuff going on. So here, tap, keep breathing while keeping the ribs down. Good. So once we master that, we're going to add the legs in. We can go opposite arm, opposite leg. So here, 1, 2, as slow as possible on this. And the goal is, this is resisting, not the six-pack muscles, but the deep core and the lower ab region you're going to feel. Good. So this exercise is the one exercise that you Pectus guys and girls need to practice, because this is what's going to it's going to teach you how to stack your rib cage and your pelvis, how to resist spinal extension, how to teach your deep core on how to stabilize so that you can maintain that rib cage pelvis stacked position. Thanks for watching the video. I'll be putting a lot more content out. Like the video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll give you guys some more good content. Thanks for watching.